They went to the shrine of Oshun, and the air smelled of honey and flowers. Drums echoed in the background, and women danced with calabashes on their heads. When Anne entered, she felt a strange warmth flood her body. Her grandmother tied yellow beads around her waist and whispered ancient incantations. That night, that very night, she dreamt again of the Golden River. This time around, the woman smiled and said, "Now you are home, Omipelola." When she awoke, Anne Omipelola felt a peace she had not known in years. Returning to Risha was not easy. Many of her Christian friends mocked her. They called her backsliding, lost, a worshipper of demons. But Omipelola ignored them. A lot of them organized night vigils and prayer meetings for the restoration of her soul to return back to Christianity. She never bothered. She began to study Ifa verses, learning the wisdom of her ancestors. She offered honey and flowers and fruits to Oshun. She attended festivals and she joined in community rituals. Slowly, her life began to change. Within a year, she was offered a job at a cultural tourism center, helping to organize Yoruba festivals for international visitors. Her knowledge of chants and traditions made her indispensable. Her income grew, and for the first time, she became financially stable. She also met new people rooted in culture who valued her for who she was. At 33, she opened a small art and cultural shop in Osogbo, selling beads, carvings, and fabrics to visitors during Osogbo festival and when there are no festivals. Business prospered. Omipelola became well known in cultural circles. Journalists interviewed her about her journey from Christianity back to Orisha. She spoke passionately. "I abandoned my roots and suffered. I returned and I found peace. I found my identity. I found prosperity, physical and spiritual." Orisha is not evil. Orisha is balance. Orisha is nation. Orisha is our African thing. Her words inspired many young Yoruba people, some of whom secretly struggled with the same conflict of identity. She became a mentor to them, teaching them chants, rituals, and importance of remembering one's roots. At 36, she has expanded her shop to a cultural center where workshops were held and conferences. She organized storytelling nights, teaching children and adults the tales of Orisha. Her grandmother passed away peacefully at 90, proud that Omipelola had finally embraced her destiny. At her funeral, Omipelola sang the old chant with tears streaming down her face, knowing she was carrying the torch forward. Omipelola's life blossomed like a river in flood. She was invited to conferences abroad and at home to speak about Yoruba spirituality. She became financially independent, respected, and fulfilled. One evening, sitting by the river with beads on her wrist, she whispered, "I left you and I lost everything. I returned to you and I found myself." The wind rustled through the trees and the river shimmered in response. She knew then that her names carried power. She was not Anne, she was Omipelola, the one whose joy was indeed wealthy. Omipelola. This is the story of that young lady who moved from Christianity to Orisa. My name is Ibironke Olasunbowolu, popularly called Yeye Omigbemileke across the globe of the world. I am your Oloko priestess, your Orisha priestess from the city of Iyami in Ota, Ogun State, southwestern part of Nigeria. You can reach me on +2348135122750 for your spiritual consultation, appeasement, and herbal remedies. Do have a very pleasant and lovely day. Please endeavor to share this story with other people and let them benefit. Bye.